I hope your day is full of bongos and steel drums and xylophones and kazoos and tambourines and flutes and saxophones and I don't know. What other instruments are there? Guitars, the triangle, a cowbell. Fuck it, a cowbell. Gotta have a cowbell. Guys, we have an amazing episode of Shank for you this week with the one, the only Eleanor Kerrigan. But before we get into this week's episode with Eleanor, I just want to remind you that I will be headlining at the Brea Improv with Kim Congdon. You can buy tickets to that online. It's going to be on December 8th. Plus, we have the one, the only Josh Potter doing a set on the show as well with a great host too. So come out, support live comedy. It's back. Super excited to be doing shows with Kim. I also am headlining a solo show December 4th downtown LA. You can find more info on that on my Instagram or my Twitter. And yeah, had a great time in Texas. Probably going to try to get out to Texas again in the next couple months. So look out for more information about that. Possibly Houston, possibly Nashville, also Northern California. If there's a city you want me to tour, please just let me know what city. Also, if you're enjoying the podcast, leave a review. It just takes 1 second. It's how people find out about the show. Also, I just launched a new podcast with Kim Congdon called Thicky, Kimmy, and Shank. It's Thicky, Thiccy, Kimmy, Kimmy, and Shank, Shenk. If you type in Shank, it'll come up. Yeah, and it's a super fun show. New episodes of that come out every Monday. So you get Shank on Wednesdays, and then on Mondays you get Kim and I on Thicky, Kimmy, and Shank. And we're supposed to have a fun episode next week with Josh Potter. So look out for that as well. Yeah, I've been working a lot on both of the podcasts. So thank you guys for continuing to support the show, trying to grow the show as much as possible. I've been trying to play catch up since Skankfest. So yes, you can find show dates on my Instagram and my Twitter. December 8th, Brea. Guys, this episode is presented to you by Punch Edibles. I just ate a dark chocolate peanut butter and jelly bar. It was infused. I loved it. It's saving my life right now because I have bad PMS. Check out Punch Edibles. They're in most dispensaries in Los Angeles and all over. I linked to them in the description of this episode, so look out for them. Also, this week's episode is presented to you by Oh Yeah Socks. Oh yeah. Look down at your feet right now. Are you wearing socks? If you're not wearing socks, you should be. Your feet are delicate. They carry around your weight all day long. And after a hard day of work, you should be able to kick off your shoes and throw on some luxurious socks with a fun message on them. That's why I'm proud to introduce you to Oh Yeah Socks. Oh yeah. That's 3 O's, HYEAH, yeah. You can head to ohyeah.com, 3 O's, HYEAH.com, shop discount code SARA10, SARA10, for 10% off unique Oh Yeah sock designs. They make amazing stocking stuffers. They make great presents. If you're looking for Christmas presents, Hanukkah presents, a hosting present, like they're all really cute and fun. I'm wearing alien ones right now. Plus, it's a great way to support the show and give someone you love some socks. Shop Oh Yeah, discount code SARA10. All right, guys, let's get into this week's episode of Shank with the one, the only comedian Eleanor Kerrigan. We're gonna look.
I mean, I did dress up today.
You did?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you look great. I'm so happy to have you on.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of Shank. I'm Sara Weinshenk, and today's guest is comedian Eleanor Kerrigan.
Hi.
I'm so excited to have you on the pod.
I'm excited to be on the pod.
I'm glad that you made it here.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like I said, I was talking to my mom driving up, and she kept saying, "What are you in?" I said, "I'm in some kind of, I don't know, some kind of canyon." She goes, "I don't even know what that is." I go, "Me either."
No.
But I'm just gonna keep going.
And you
'Cause
made
I'm
it here.
positive. Yeah. I'm trying to be more positive.
You are?
And get out more and do things more, because I become a recluse.
So have I.
Yeah, bad. Is that right? Recluse or recluse?
Recluse.
Recluse.
Reclusive.
Reclusive.
Yeah.
Agoraphobic.
Yeah, agoraphobic. That's for
I'm
sure.
a gory for sure.
You're a gory for sure.
I've turned into a gory and not because of the pandemic. It was before that I was doing it. Is that
But then
bad?
the pandemic
The pandemic
allowed.
made it so exciting.
Yeah, it made it so good to lean into it.
I'm like, oh yeah, we don't have to go out. What?
Yeah, I know. And so this was the first time I had gone out in a long time with Skankfest.
Yeah, Skankfest was fun.
I got a tattoo.
I can't believe you got a tattoo. I remember you told Adam that you were getting it on your face, and I had a heart attack. I was like, please go stop her. Stop her
I think
right
I told
now.
a few people I was getting on my face.
Oh my, I would flip. I was like, are you kidding? And he was like, well, that's what she said. And I was like, we have to go find her. She may be on Molly. I don't know. Because that's the only time that it would be acceptable, is that you were that high that you were like,
I was
"Yeah, put her
definitely
right
high.
here."
I was definitely high, and I'm lucky I only left with this tattoo because the tattoo artist closed down the next day when I was demanding a yin yang.
Where would you get it?
I wanted it here on my arm. I was about to get a yin yang with
My friend
Jamar
has it here.
and Jessica Michelle Singleton.
Okay. And
we were about to get matching yin yangs. And then the tattoo place was closed down. And like getting a tattoo at Skankfest was like getting a prison tattoo.
100%. That's what I'm saying. I don't trust. Hi, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Hi. How are you with cat eyes? I know.
Oh yeah, he likes to
here's
get
the thing.
involved.
I'm
in
like
the
a
pod.
dog whisperer.
You are.
I have lots of doggy woggies. Come on.
You do?
Yeah. Well, not me. My family does.
Your family does.
So my family has a what a. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
And I pick on
Where
dogs
else are
in my
people can
act, and
find?
it's not you I'm talking about.
I love to see the soft side of Eleanor. You connecting with
yes,
a
I
dog.
do. I'm a
It's
toddler.
a sweet moment.
Well, because growing up, like, I have 9 brothers and sisters, right?
That's crazy.
I know. And then my dad got us a dog. And when he was like, I was real little, and he's like, "You like the dog?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, cool. I'm going to leave." So he moved out, and we got a dog. So I always joke and say we replaced one dog with another. And no one ever laughs at that, but it's my favorite.
That's really funny.
So I continually say it. But yeah, we had, her name was Fluffy, and we had her for 18 years.
18 years?
18 years. She was sheep and poodle. And I'm telling you, I don't know if it was because my dad left. It's like, seriously, like, he was gone. And
Yeah.
there was like 3 years where we didn't even know he was gone because we liked the dog so much. We were like,
It's
yeah,
like
whatever.
distraction.
This dog's awesome, right? And so I don't even think we had a leash for her. She was a hood rat dog.
I love this.
Oh yeah, she would walk.
Wait, so
she
where
was more popular than
what
me.
city were you in?
South Philly.
South Philly.
She was way more popular than me. I do this joke too, but I mean, not so much on stage because it's weird, but sometimes like I would go out and people would say, "Oh, there's Johnny's little sister, there's Jimmy's little sister, Karen's little sister, whatever."
Yeah.
And then one day I was walking to school and somebody goes, "Oh, there's Fluffy's sister."
No.
And I was like, "That's it. That is it." But
That's
it's true.
amazing.
She was more popular than all of us because she would just walk the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's weird because before this dog, I had a dog growing up, but I didn't feel as connected to it as I feel to this
That's
dog.
a pretty guy. That's a sweet, you could feel
Yeah, he's sweet.
their heart, because I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I'm
It's a
going by the
boy.
pink. It might be
It's a boy. It's a they. My dog's gender fluid, Eleanor. We don't
I'm gender
label
fluid,
it.
which means I'm wet.
My dog's a they. Non-binary.
Yeah, you got a pink. Like, you know what I mean? You can't even
He's-
look at a dog and be like, you got to lift him and say, let me see it.
Yeah,
Let me see
you gotta
it. Let me see
see.
the scar, motherfucker. Let me see it.
Wait, okay. So I just had Stephanie Simbari on the podcast, and
Ah.
she told me to ask you about the time that she did yoga with you.
Oh my God. Why would she bring that up? I am a hood rat. I don't do yoga.
She said,
Yoga?
she said, I was like, can you tell me about it? She's like, it'll be funnier if Eleanor tells you
Well,
about
because here's the thing. She was doing some kind of promo video. So she's like, let me get a full-blown idiot that has no idea what yoga is or really breathing and or stretching.
it. Okay.
Unless you're running from something is the only time I know how to breathe.
Okay.
You know, or in a fight, I can breathe and maintain,
Right.
But she was like, yeah, like I forget what it was for. And I'm at her apartment. First of all, I hate being barefoot.
She made you get barefoot.
Barefoot.
Oh, she's woo woo-y.
I mean, you could ask me to see this before you could ask to see my feet.
You'd rather show your
I have
vagina than your toes.
I have gigantic feet.
Okay.
And I have long toes. They're like fingers. I have this second toe. We call her Robina.
Oh,
She's much longer than the others.
Rovina.
She lives a whole life of her own. I don't. None of my boyfriends, if you said, "Hey, what's Eleanor's feet like?" They'll be like, "I don't know if I've ever seen Eleanor's feet." And
really?
they've traveled through me,
No.
and they've never seen my feet. So I'm already
amazing.
uncomfortable. 'Cause
Okay.
Robina's out. There's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn. So I'm like trying to do.
I can't
she's
believe
like,
she got you to come.
oh, it was brutal. Oh, it was so bad. I was so bad at it. And I like yoga-ish, but it was just, she was trying to get me in touch with myself. I'm like, I touch myself all day. I don't need. Just be one with yourself. I live with me all the time. I don't want to be with me anymore.
I need a fucking break from
Yeah,
myself.
I'm going to spoon with this dog. What's the dog's name?
Barney. Well, they call him Barney, but I call him Bowie because he has one blue eye and one brown eye. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
Why
Eleanor cat eyes.
Cat eyes?
Yeah. Isn't that what cat eyes is when they're different colors?
I don't know.
We had a kid two kids in my neighborhood called cat eyes because they had the
Two different color?
two different color eyes. I thought it was cat eyes.
Well, I don't know. This dog, I've been feeding him scrambled eggs. He's refusing to eat his food now
Because of the eggs.
because of the eggs.
My mom used to do that. When we didn't have food for Fluffy, she'd be like, I guess I'll give her an egg. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not good. And then they did. And then she got a little bougie. But
Yeah, that's what happens. Now he only wants eggs or rice.
rice? That's
I made
awful
him
for
rice.
a dog.
It is?
I made that up. Maybe because I don't
You said
eat
it.
rice.
You said it so. You made me feel. This is
so
the other thing.
sorry.
This is the other thing. Everyone tells you like different things too. You're like you're gonna like, and then I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna kill the dog? I gave him rice. But I read online you can give them rice with chicken.
Okay, I don't. Here's the thing.
I
What they've
Google-
done to dogs is uncomfortable. In fact, I'm bringing it back. I'm gonna start standing up. Like my dog Fluffy, growing
Yeah.
up, we didn't have a leash for her. Like my grandma lived 7 blocks away.
Okay.
Right. My mom would walk her to the corner. Nobody drove. My mom didn't drive. My grandmom didn't drive. My dad did. My grandpa drove a little bit, but my grandma would call and say, "Get the kids in off the street. Your father's out there in the car," because he was a bad driver.
No.
And
no.
all the streets in South Philly are very narrow, very
Okay.
small. Especially the street they grew up on. My cousins, when their kids were of age for a driving test, they would make them drive on that street. That's how
No.
small. And,
No.
and they would all freeze and be like, "I can't do it. I can't." It's so tiny. So I feel like we should say, how small was it? Anyway, not small as Robina. Robina's bigger than the street. I'm just kidding.
Robina.
That's my toe.
I know. I want to see her.
Absolutely not. That is OnlyFans.
Would you?
That's an
would you put
OnlyFans.
your toe on OnlyFans?
Yes. Who would pay for it?
hard cash?
What my ex, one time I woke up and he made a little hat for Robina.
No, he didn't. Out of what? Foil?
What the fuck was it out of? It was something like that, like a bag or a
No.
something.
Did
Yeah,
he
and
put
made
it
a
on
little,
her?
Yeah.
Okay, so
But my
do you have
last-
2 Robinas or only?
No, only one.
The other
The other foot's normal.
No.
Yeah, this foot's just lost its mind.
So this foot's on its own page, and this toe's super long, but this toe's regular size.
Yeah, this, because of Robina,
Yeah.
this foot is a whole, a little over a half size bigger.
So how do you buy shoes?
I have to buy a 10, and then this shoe suffers.
No.
Yes, way behind.
Eleanor, we got to get you custom shoes.
Yeah,
Adidas needs to start making
yeah,
you
that's what I
shoes.
need, an orthopedic shoe to
You
go
do.
with my elderly state. That's perfect. How come she doesn't get laid as she's limping around in her
Her
Steve
Robina.
Madden shoes that are too clunky for anybody? Sorry, Steve, but those are terrible.
Steve Madden.
Sometimes they make them look orthopedic. Steve Madden.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't. They're stealing the Stuart. You know, like they're
Weitzman,
trying
yeah.
to steal the idea of that. So they're like, "Oh, we'll just do a little lighter."
Yeah.
No, stop it.
I know Steve Madden well.
Really?
Yeah, because my budget's around that.
Oh, okay.
Oh my! If I need
Meaning-
shoes.
but they're very affordable.
They're affordable, yeah, but they're just off.
but you can see the difference.
yeah, you can also feel the
I'm
difference.
also a shoe whore.
You are?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
Oh yeah, bad.
Okay, so like, what are the shoes of your choice?
Not Steve Madden. Just kidding.
She hates Steve.
I don't
Madden.
hate them. I've bought them before.
They're
Nine
not
West
worth it.
is suicidal for
Nine
me.
West
Iowa.
hurts. Yeah.
Stop making
Same
shoes.
with like Aldo. Aldo, Nine West. All
I don't
of
think
the
I've
mall
ever bought
stores.
Aldo, but I've seen them. Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah. Even like in the 90s, I used to buy the Guess.
Okay.
And they did a good job.
Okay.
Because I mean, I guess, again, it was what I could afford because I was waiting tables
Right.
at the Comedy Store. But they were like, we would wear this thick of like this high of a heel and then a fat, chunky bottom, which is coming back now. Again.
Yeah.
The boots that strapped up,
Yeah.
you know, with the. So, and I think of them, I think, man, were they cheap looking? Did I become a shoe whore after?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't remember. And one time I broke a heel off of
No.
the Guess boots, so I stopped buying them. And I was like, oh, they're cheap. I get it.
Well, so do you prefer a sneaker?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but even with the sneakers, I'm kind of bouge.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Well, I only wear Adidas, so I'm not
You
that
do?
bougie. I don't do like Jordans
Well, you need
and all
an
that
Adidas
shit.
sponsorship.
Adidas, hook it up, ho.
Yeah.
Yeah, socks, Adidas, everything has to match.
Everything has to match.
That's real hood rat shit, though.
Is that some real hood rat Philly shit?
Yeah, if you have like Adidas with like Nike shirt,
That's
like people will be like, you have to leave.
well. Also, it's like pick a lane.
I'm with you.
Pick a
I
lane.
like that.
Don't be repping two competing sports lines.
They're just, somebody said to me, well, I don't do Adidas because they, something, I forget, they were into something. They found out that they were, doing bad business or something.
Right.
I'm not sure exactly what it was, so I don't want to misquote it. But I was like, oh, but you wear Nike. Don't kids
Yeah.
make them? And
Like,
that one I know because I don't like them.
oh my God, the worst day of my life is when I had a Nike audition. I had
Why?
a run. I didn't even own Nikes, so for the audition, I had to call my mom to borrow her Nikes.
That's so funny.
So I'm already like, I'm not gonna get it. And then they had me run,
Are
and
you
I'm
a
like,
good
I
runner?
no.
Are you athletic?
I mean, I can hike and I can like work out on my own page. I like doing the spin bike, but I'm not someone
So
who
you like to pedal.
I like to pedal alone where no one can see me. You know what I mean? I'm not
It's like
fit
doing
enough.
yoga in somebody's apartment. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah. And also I'm like, this is the first time I've worked out in months and I had to borrow the Nikes from my mom.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's
I
not
hate a
gonna work.
commercial audition. Have you been doing any?
I just did a commercial audition, and I gotta be honest, I wasn't good.
Yeah. What happened?
Not them.
You're a good actress.
I wasn't good. I love to act. That's one of my favorite things in the world. Nobody will give me the part, but
You're literally one of the best actresses.
no. Well, I love that. You're very high, and
I'm serious. You are.
Oh, the web series. I was
The
like, wait,
web
how would she
series.
know?
The web series. You're really good.
I was like, you didn't come to the play I did in L.A. No one did.
Well,
Anyway.
I mean, I also have plays no one's come to as well, and sketch shows.
Well, I wouldn't go to a sketch show, but I go to a play.
Yeah. Touche.
A sketch show is like, ugh,
Yikes. Yikes.
But yeah, I whatever. I did this audition, and The material was funny-ish.
It wasn't. None of the commercial auditions are really ever that funny. They always say, make it funny, and it's not written funny.
Right. They're like, just have fun. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and then they're like, make it up. And I'm like, if I make this up, this isn't going to air.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not going to get on the commercial link, if you will.
Yeah.
So they were like, just have fun with it.
Yeah.
You know? Just like
Yeah.
my mom, just have fun with it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I when I was coming up here, I told you I was talking to my mom, and when I pulled in, I go, Mom, I don't know where I am. And I think Sarah may or may not be plotting my death. And she goes, oh, honey, just have fun with it. Even if she is going to kill you, just have fun with it. Thanks, Mom.
That's amazing.
We're still alive.
Still alive.
15 minutes in. But yeah, she kept telling me to drink water. Like, here's your water I got you. So
No.
I don't trust it. You.
Oh,
when
me?
I came in,
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
take the water. Take the. I don't
All
know
of a
where I
sudden,
am.
you're
I'm
like in a
I brought my
cult.
own water.
It was sealed.
I was just to drink the water. Okay, I'll have the
Drink the
Jello.
water.
What? Where are we?
Drink the Kool-Aid, Eleanor.
Yes.
And quit
I
your...
love Kool-Aid.
yeah.
You should have started with Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Now I get my little junkie fix. I'll get in.
Hell yeah.
Sugar, that's my high.
Sugar? You love sugar.
I do.
If you could have any sugar-based anything, like favorite dessert, what would it be?
Oh, geez. Favorite, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's hard because I get the shakes from all of it. I love it.
Really?
Oh, yeah. My feet will go numb just thinking about it. I know I'm
Your feet will go numb
I-
just thinking about sugar.
my
It's so
mom
funny.
makes this cake growing up. Like, I was seriously like the most fortunate person. We didn't grow up wealthy, but
Uh-huh.
my mom, even though my parents split up, my mom was like this superhuman. I don't know how she did it, but she kept us all like close and out of jail, which is impressive.
Yeah,
where we
for
come
having
from.
9.
I have 2 friends doing life in prison. One's a girl, one's a guy. So
That's
we,
crazy.
you know, in our neighborhood could go any way, you know.
Right.
But my mom like stayed on us so much. She was a good cook and she would bake a lot too. So she would make this thing called 7-Up cake. And I'm telling you, it could 10 wild children when she'd make a 7-Up cake would just sit still like, where is it?
Was it amazing?
Amazing. And it's a bundt cake, but you put 7-Up in it.
Okay.
And it's so good. And people are like, you made that up. I'm like, no, we didn't make it up. It's like a thing. And so when I do Danish and O'Neill's podcast,
Uh-huh.
they always send me in the supermarket, you can find 7-Up cakes.
You
Did ever
can?
see them? Ugh,
I've never seen
don't
a
buy
7-Up
them.
cake
They're
in the
sweaty,
wild.
they're uncomfortable. Oh, they've
No.
been sending me pictures of Dr. Pepper 7-Up
What do
cakes.
you mean?
It's just they put it in the mix. They put it in the batter.
They throw 7-Up.
We
I could
put
see the
7-Up in
7-Up
the
being
batter.
good.
It's so good. Because it's like a pound cake with an extra kick.
That sounds
An
really
extra
good.
sizzle kick. I'm telling
Sizzle
you.
kick.
This was like people.
Do you have the recipe?
Of course. People,
you
I
make
make
it?
them. Yeah. I started making them during the pandemic, and people were like, hey, where's that? I brought one for Steve Simone,
Uh-huh.
and he was supposed to do Joe Diaz's podcast with me.
Uh-huh.
So I bring, and it was Simone's birthday.
Uh-huh.
So I bring it to the podcast. Simone couldn't show up, so I was going to bring it to him after. I didn't make it.
No.
Sorry, Steve.
Because you
Wait.
guys ate it?
Joe Diaz, hey, open that up. That's
no,
that 7-Up cake.
No. That's amazing.
Because Danish and O'Neill did a live podcast and they had a competition. Do I like the store-bought or do I like this? And they put it on a paper plate. I
Okay.
made 2 cakes, one for the staff and then one for people upstairs. And because it was just in the belly room, you know, it was like, but it was sold out. It was packed. And they blindfolded me. They put the 2 things. And I picked my cake because I know my cake.
Yeah.
And they turned the thing and it said store-bought. But Ryan, I know that Danish and O'Neill put store-bought on both paper plates. Because then the paper
Oh.
plates disappeared.
Oh,
Whatever.
so they fucked with you.
Of course. So now everybody says, like, if I put anything up about my mom, they'll be like, the 7-Up queen, the 7-Up cake queen. And they're like, did you tell her you like store-bought better? Such a dick.
Hi guys, it is the halfway point of the show, which means one thing and one thing only. It is time for me to tell you about my favorite edible right now, and that's Punch. If you're in California, they're in most dispensaries right now. Punch edibles are incredible. They make really amazing fruit gummy snacks. They're a different type of texture. They're the type of fruit snacks that you grew up with as a kid. That's the type of fruit snack they are. The texture is really good. I really, really love them. Check them out, Punch Edibles. Also, guys, they make these dark chocolate peanut butter and jelly bars, which are incredible. I love having one of these when I have PMS. It helps so much. They also make these amazing strawberry white chocolate malt balls. So check out Punch Edibles. And they make s'mores milk chocolate candy as well. All right, guys, let's get back to this week's episode of Shank with the one, the only Eleanor Kerrigan. Here it is, guys.
Like store-bought better. He's such a dick. It's so good. It's so different. The one at the store is like sweaty and it's too much sugar, if that's real.
Well, I can't imagine putting 7-Up and Dr. Pepper.
Are
you a Dr. Pepper person? You either are or you aren't.
I like Dr. Pepper. I don't go crazy from Dr. Pepper. Is it important or what? No.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Not really. But
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
It's just spots. So, what were we talking about? Oh, 7-Up. But yeah, I like Dr. Pepper,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm old. I grew up on RC Cola, and that was
Ooh.
similar.
RC Cola.
So Dr. Pepper will give me like that, reminds me, I guess, of the RC Cola.
Of the RC Cola.
And I don't know if that's just a Philly thing, maybe.
There's not much RC Cola in LA, I feel.
Did you ever hear of it or
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Oh,
I've
okay.
heard of it.
Sometimes, because there was also, we were poor, so we would buy, at the liquor distributor, they just had, I think it was called Frank's.
Okay.
And it would just be like cream soda,
It's just
cola,
called Frank's.
orange, vanilla.
That's hilarious.
And you're like, okay, and we had that. But my mom didn't let us have soda.
She didn't?
Nope. And all our desserts were never store-bought. She made them.
Was she strict?
No, we didn't have the money for it.
Yeah.
So it was like if you got a container of like, say, powdered something like Tang or Tetley iced tea. I'm a kind of a junkie on that.
Wait, iced tea?
Oh, yeah.
You're an
Tetley
iced tea. What's the brand?
Tetley.
Tetley.
Yeah. It's a East Coast. It's from Connecticut.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, I know. I moved to California and they
good.
didn't have it.
And you're like an iced tea person. Are you an Arnold Palmer person?
I do like Arnold Palmers.
They are really good.
Do you not like them?
No, I do like them, but I have to be in the mood.
I introduced Brian Holtzman to a Arnold Palmer, which he thought was an alcoholic drink. And I was like, I'm sure they have made it, but he goes, I can't drink it. It's got alcohol in it. And I was like, no, it doesn't. And then he drank it. And he goes, this is delicious. Why didn't anybody tell me? And I was like, how old are you that you don't know that this
what
is
about
a
an
thing?
Arnold Palmer?
Do you even know who Arnold Palmer is? Like, I don't understand what you... But, yeah, he loved it. So, yeah, when I first moved to L.A. from Philly, I couldn't find the powdered Tetley iced tea.
Right.
Like, you can find tea bags out here, but not the powder.
No, I've never even heard of it.
Well, because kids were getting fat, they discontinued it. Meanwhile, God bless you. You sneezed on the truth.
Wow. Kids were getting fat from
So
Tetley?
they discontinued it.
You
No,
sneezed on the
powder.
truth.
You know those sugary,
Yeah.
iced tea.
Yeah.
They'd be like, 4C, I think was
Yeah.
one, or you just and I would put it. My mom used to call it mud. She goes, "Stop making that mud."
No.
I would stir it, and the spoon would stand in the middle. That's how much sugar I
That's
would put.
so crazy.
I think that's why Robina grew so long.
It's from the
It's extra sugar she got. She just went,
growth spurt. Okay. What about the masseuse at Skankfest? The masseuse at
I
Skankfest.
did not get a massage, and you
You
told me
didn't?
that you had like a some kind of experience.
The masseuse was just too much.
What did you say to me? I can't remember.
He said, I want to get you on the table for about an hour.
Okay, that.
I was like, I gotta go.
But you also said it was really good and you recommended
I
him.
right. Yeah.
That's my favorite thing about
I was like, okay.
creeps. People
Best
recommend them
masseuse.
constantly.
Best
Like, oh,
masseuse. Because he was so big and so
he was
strong.
inappropriate. You should go. It was so good. But you did say he was inappropriate.
He was inappropriate, but he also gave me the best massage of my life. So
God,
I was
came
I was so
hard,
conflicted.
but I did not consent. Hard I came. No consent. Sorry.
He was like, I'm disappointed you're not from here, so we can't get around town together. I was like, yeah, no.
See, this is the beauty of being young and hot, like at a skank fest. No
Also-
one offered me the massage. No one. For the elderly, I was just walking through. I could have been by myself. Anyway, I don't know. The light changed, but it's very
The light
exciting.
turned off. This light
That's
turned
probably
off.
very dangerous, FYI.
Probably because it gets really hot.
Yeah, and this place is a powder puff. I mean, look at it. It's, honestly, there's clothes everywhere. That's my elderly side kicking in. But yeah,
She's
no
like,
one.
I think that's actually very dangerous.
It's very dangerous, honey. Turn that off. Yeah, the poor dog even fell
He's
asleep.
exhausted.
But yeah, no one hit on me. No one.
That's
Yeah, it was awesome.
that's.
I had a great time.
Did
I
you
feel
have
like a
so
guy.
much fun?
You know how a guy goes to a place and they're like, "Oh, so great." Like, "Oh yeah, well I got fingered in the back. Somebody I didn't want to touch me." You know, like the girl has a completely different experience. The guy's like, "It was so cool."
I was like, by the end of it, I was like, I'm ready to come home.
Yeah, no one bothered me. I enjoyed it.
I went
It was
crowd
great.
surfing.
Well, there you're asking for it, but yes.
I know.
Like so many fingers, so little time. I wanted to do that, but I always get scared of stuff like that.
Yeah, while I was doing it, I was like, I'm going to be so pissed if I paralyze myself. That's what I kept thinking inside my head while I was in the air. I was like, as soon as I get back to the ground, I'm not doing this again. And then I was like, that's it for me. Because I just want to make it out alive.
Right. See, I always have that fear of like, I'm too big because I was always tall. Like I grew up in South Philly. Everybody's Italian and little and cute.
How tall are you?
I'm only 5'8", but at this time, growing up, it's how all your friends are. My best friend is 4'9". Like
4'9"?
everybody's little.
Yeah.
So it's like they're all tiny little. Even my friend Cindy, she's 5'4". She looks long, but she's little. You know, she's Italian and Puerto Rican, very feisty.
Oh,
yeah.
Italian and Puerto Rican. We love it.
That's a
I'm Puerto Rican.
Are you
Did
really?
you know that? My mom's Puerto Rican from Queens.
No, I love that.
Mhm.
That's where you get your pretty side. Yeah. Your dad's not so hot.
My
No,
dad's
I'm
a
just kidding.
Jew.
A Puerto
My
Rican
mom's
Jew.
pretty.
It's amazing.
Yeah, my mom grew up Catholic, Puerto Rican, half Irish. In
So
Astoria.
hot. That's what it is. Puerto Rican and Irish.
Yeah, Puerto Rican and Irish. That's why I got sent to all girls Catholic school.
Nice. Yeah.
Did
There's
you go to Catholic school?
Of course. 12
Did it
years.
fuck you up?
No.
Uh-huh.
13 years. I got left back. Sorry.
You went there. 12 years. I did too. K through
13
12.
because I got left back in 5th grade.
What'd you do? What happened? What went
It's
wrong?
nobody's business. I'm not smart, as they say. No. In 4th grade, I had this teacher. Her name was Miss Hep. Ugh. And
Like
when-
hep, like hepatitis.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if I knew that word when I was in the
Things
4th
would have
grade,
been
I would have been
different.
like, "Hey, you Hep. Hey, Hep C. Take it down a notch, bitch." But I didn't. But like when people would draw a witch, I swear to me it would look like her.
Okay.
Except with bleach blonde hair. Bleach blonde hair.
a blonde witch.
Yes, bleach.
They exist.
She was a horrible, horrible woman. And like I said, have 9 brothers and sisters. I'm number 8.
Okay.
She had taught a lot of my older brothers and sisters. And were they good kids? No.
Okay. Okay.
My sister Karen and I, she's 10 years older, look exactly alike.
Okay.
And they did not get along.
Okay.
So by the time I came along, she's like another Kerrigan.
Okay.
And she put my desk in the front of
No.
of the class.
Okay.
And at this point, I'm a wild kid. My parents split up, whatever. My mom's busting her ass working 2 jobs trying to keep a roof over our heads. And
She's supporting 9 kids as a
Right.
single mother.
he didn't pay child support. Like the only thing he would do, you know, when we had to pay for Catholic school, because we had so many kids in there, it was free before. You know, you got a discount.
That's crazy.
So it was better than the public schools-ish.
right.
And so she was like, "You're staying," you know. So when I came along, they started charging us because there wasn't as many people in there, like kids, our family in there. So she was like, "Whatever, just do me, I get it. We're not together. Just pay, make sure they stay in Catholic school." So that's what my dad did.
Okay.
But it wasn't child support. Like
right.
he paid this tiny tuition. It wasn't
Right.
like now where it's like $40,000 a year or something. You know,
Right.
it was probably $1,500.
But so your dad also had the typewriter store,
Yeah, so
right?
you
I
know we're
remember you
wealthy.
talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were dying, and
So, but because you have this jacket, that typewriter
Oh,
jacket,
yeah, my dad- it's my
that I
dad's.
really like.
I love it. And it's gotta be
It's like a vintage looking.
well, because my dad's 85, so it was his when he was 19.
that's
So
crazy.
how old is that? I can't ask.
I don't know.
I got left back.
4th grade was rough for me too. I had a teacher.
Well,
and
she
Mrs.
wouldn't give me. This teacher wouldn't give me any tests.
What do you mean?
She would hand the test out, but she excluded me.
No.
She was that mean. But I
She
was
wouldn't even let you take a test?
no, and I was a wild kid. So me going
When
home.
you say you were a wild kid, what does that mean? You're bouncing off the walls. Are you doing your homework? Are you like fighting people?
fighting a lot,
Are you drinking? Are you
not
smoking?
drinking, stealing stuff,
What are you stealing?
robbed a church,
You robbed a church?
like the missions.
No, no. What'd you do?
I know.
How did you do that? You said, "Hey, give me the
I
money."
was good at stuff like that. No, I just stole it, like
Okay.
stealing. Like I didn't hold anybody up. But
Oh,
I was
yeah.
good at stealing.
Okay.
Going to a store and we could steal anything.
Really?
I was really good.
Did you ever get caught?
Yes.
And did you get in trouble?
Yeah. The worst trouble I got in was my mom.
Was she pissed?
She's look, my mom will knock you out. She has a
Yeah.
amazing, like my dad's a giant Marine, you know, if he hits you it hurts too, but my mom's pretty sharp. So you don't want to get hit by her either.
Right.
She's also a weapon,
right.
a master of weapons. A wooden spoon just appears out of
no,
nowhere.
that's
and
amazing.
a shoe she could get you. And so she had to take, she happened to be home from work. My mom worked 2 jobs, so there was always somebody home. So if you got in trouble, and I did quite a few times, I would say, "Yeah, call my house." I knew one of my brothers would pick up and be like, "Yeah, this is him," you know.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Kerrigan, and
Yeah.
then they'd come pick me up.
No.
So we always got each other out of shit.
That's crazy.
So I say, call the house. She happened to have a half a day because she had a doctor's appointment.
No.
Who knew? And then she had to take the bus all the way up to Broad and Snyder, which is a big deal for her, you know, not that far, but like now I walk there and I'm like, this isn't that far. But when you don't drive, you have 10 children at home. Now you have to figure out this.
That's crazy.
And you have to drive and pick up your daughter just stole makeup
No.
in high school. And I was like, fuck. So she came and she paid for it or gave it back or whatever it was, you know, and we left and we had to get back on the bus. So that's more money. You know what I mean? Take the bus home. And the whole time she was like, do I not give you enough?
That's a hard question.
And I was
to
like,
ask.
I'd rather go to prison. Can I go to prison? Can I opt for prison? Because when your mom is like, am I not working hard enough?
that makes you feel so
Your
bad.
my whole body, I would cry. I was like, like
I
when-
would, yeah,
in
that's
acting
making me
class,
feel bad.
people
too.
would go, oh, you have to think of a moment. I'm like, got it. Tears stream.
Do I not give
Got
you
it.
enough?
Am I not giving you enough attention? Am I not? You know, the guilt, the
Yeah.
Catholic guilt is like, people
It's
say
so
the Jewish
bad.
guilt. bullshit. The Catholic guilt is like
it's fucked up. And then did you have to do confession?
I never stole
as a
anything
kid?
again. Never ever. And let me tell you, yeah, they would send me to confession when I got caught doing stuff at school. Didn't bother me a bit. When my mother looked at me and said
Do
that,
I not give you enough?
I was like,
It could make me cry thinking of my mom saying that to me.
yeah, awful.
It's the worst.
Awful.
There's like a
shit.
fly here.
That's not me. Good.
Yeah.
Horrendous. Sorry, I have anger issues.
That's amazing. Do
hate
you
bugs. I will fuck you up. Where is it? Start punching the air.
You go full Philly?
Did you just punch a
little-
mosquito? What are you doing?
Like
Like,
little fruit fly. She's like
motherfucker.
a right hook to the nose.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. You're amazing.
I've done that so many times where I've swung at things and like, it's just a fly. What are you?
It was like
right.
that is
Regroup.
incredible. Do you have anything coming up that you want to promote while
Oh,
you're
are we
here?
done?
We're gonna
No.
start.
Okay. So, yeah. The Comedy Store podcast
Oh, the Comedy Store podcast. You're
is
still
back.
doing that.
So
with,
yeah, we brought it back. We
with
stopped.
Rick Ingram.
Yes, with Rick Ingram, and we stopped doing it for a minute, and then we just brought it back because with the pandemic, there was weird shit going on with the store. Legally, they couldn't have anybody in the building. It was a whole thing.
Right.
And see how you're doing this?
Yeah.
This is amazing. And people go, "Oh, you could figure it out." No, I couldn't. I grew up in a typewriter store. Eat shit. You understand? No, I have a Zoom pod. I have a 6.
You do?
6. Whatever that means.
You do?
I have it. Yeah. Remember?
Do you know how to use it?
No.
I could show you.
Uh-oh.
I could come show you.
You can help. I'll put my helmet on and you see if you can teach me.
I can. I could easily teach you.
I don't know about that.
You just give me a day.
Okay, I'm not good. Look, Sam Tripoli forces. He's like, do it. He's like, I'll buy you the equipment. I'm like, I have the equipment.
You have the equipment.
My ex bought it for me. That's how long I've had it. The one that made the Robina hat, and he, I never know her. You remember Lexi Shoemaker, the great Lexi Shoemaker?
Mhm.
We used to do a podcast together. But he bought it for us.
Yeah, I can teach you how to do it.
Because we were doing a podcast called The First 5. It was her idea, but
Yeah.
it was called The First 5 Minutes You Ever Wrote of Stand-Up.
Cool.
You ever wrote or did of stand-up. Remember she used to do the live show at the Improv.
Yes, I remember.
So, and we had so many great people on it, and everybody kept getting famous right after. We had Leslie Jones, Fortune Feimster, Tiffany Haddish, and they literally kept, like, a week after. She's like, I'm doing a pilot with Tina Fey. Fortune
That's so
Feimster.
crazy.
Leslie's like, bitch, I got SNL. I'm like, what's happening right now?
That's so
and then Tiffany
crazy.
became a superstar, and I'm like, we're still here, and I don't know how to even upload.
No, I could show you how to use your H6.
But you're doing this and that, and that to me is baffling.
Yeah, you
'Cause
just
this
need a
is sound.
tripod.
That's video.
You would just need a tripod and your phone.
Do you know how to use an IBM Selectric?
No, I don't even know what that is.
I do.
What's is that a typewriter?
Can you fix a Royal?
Is that a
An
typewriter?
Underwood? I can.
Do you have a typewriter?
No.
Is that a typewriter?
No, I don't have a typewriter. That's
But it would be.
that's triggering for
there's
me.
like-
I hear the click. He left. Just kidding. We're still good friends, my dad.
That's so funny. Okay, so you have. What did you plug your shows?
Oh, shows. What am I doing? Shows. Eleanor shows.
This-
Punchline in Philly. Right the night before Thanksgiving with True Ray. And I'm gonna show up to do with Annie Letterman too on the weekend.
Ooh, so
right
fun.
after Thanksgiving, Friday and Saturday, at the Punchline in Philly. And then I have shows with Dice, but I think they're already sold out.
But
So
that's awesome.
that's who he is. Oh, New Year's Eve, I'll be at the Brokerage Comedy Club in Long Island. I'm
Ooh,
very
fun.
excited about that. 2 shows we're doing. So
That's
Brokerage,
awesome.
Long Island, New Year's Eve.
That's gonna be so much fun.
And then I get to hang out with my mama,
Oh, so
who
fun.
just watches Mel Gibson over and over again.
Yeah, that's what you said.
She's like, I'm watching Mel Gibson. He has the bluest eyes. And I'm like, that's awesome. She's like, yeah, he's being hung right now. But I'm like, what are you watching? She's watching Braveheart, touching herself. It used to be Gone with the Wind. Now it's Mel Gibson,
That's
Braveheart.
amazing. Okay, where can people find you on Instagram and Twitter? What's your handle?
Try to stalk me, guys, because I don't have a stalker and it's uncomfortable. Why?
I'll link to all of your stuff.
All of her stalkers, come over here. Let me show you what it's like.
You're one of the funniest comedians right now.
Thank you so much.
You really
No,
are.
I love you.
I love you so much.
I was
Thank you for
bombing at
coming.
Skankfest, and you were the only one laughing, and I appreciated it.
Because you were so funny.
Oh, it was funny because at Skankfest you felt like you weren't doing well, but you were like they were just
Everyone was so
wasted,
fucked up.
but they were just like, "Wow, this is cool."
Yeah.
I probably looked like 3D to them, so they're like, "Whoa,
All I
Caitlyn
know is
Jenner."
that you were killing.
to
you,
me, because you were high as
And
fuck.
I was like, Eleanor's the funniest person at this festival. I don't know.
Could you pass that drug around? 'Cause-
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I had the best time there, and I thought it was great. You were great, loving hanging with you and Kim. So much fun.
So much fun.
Just
I had the
everybody
best time.
there. Honestly, it's a comic's wet dream.
It
other
is.
than the
Yeah.
masseuse who wanted to get you on the table. But at least your back feels better.
I'm healed.
You're like, wow, my back.
Yep.
Get away from me.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. And guys, make sure to check out Eleanor on the Comedy Store podcast. Check her out at the Punchline Philly, Long Island, and check out her Dates with Dice. Brokers.
Very exciting.
Yes, thank you guys so much for listening to and watching another episode of Shank. Bye.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Thank you.